Hi, Fruity Cutie. What's up? My name is Jeanette, also known as Ms.FitVegan. Today is a test day for me. So, I went to the gym this morning. I unfortunately turned on my phone before I got out the door, and that's always a big mistake, okay? So for me, I like to turn on my phone as soon as I get out the door, because if I turn on my phone in the house, I'm gonna waste hours and hours and hours on it. And I mean, I have hundreds of emails and DMs and comments and all these things that I try to get back to, text messages. I'm in like over 100 groups on WhatsApp. So by my own demise, okay, I created all these groups. It's with all my fruity cuties. So if I turn on my phone, at least 2 hours are gone. So I was 2 hours behind today, and I finally made it out the door, and I said, okay, I'm going to get in my steps, right? Remember? I don't know if you remember, but I'm doing a challenge. It's my own little challenge. I am getting 10,000 steps every day before breakfast. Okay. Well, I go downstairs, and the treadmill in my gym, this is not a victim story. Obviously, I know how lucky I am to have a gym where I live, in my apartment building. So I go downstairs to the gym. It's pretty small. So there's only 2 treadmills. One person is on the other treadmill and one is free. Thank you, Jesus. So I get on the treadmill. Everything's going great. Every minute on the minute, the treadmill shuts off. Whew. I said, the Lord did not tell me today was going to be a test day, but here we are. The devil is alive and real. The devil's alive and real. Today was a test day. So for 47 minutes, I walked on the treadmill with it turning off every single minute. Yeah, 47 minutes worth. After 47 minutes, the treadmill shut off completely and an error message came on the screen. I said, damn. Whew, test day, baby. Every single minute that the treadmill shut off, I had to laugh. Because the devil's trying. He's trying. Because he comes to test you. You know that, right? You're not the only one. You're not the only one going through tests. But anyway, so, this is a little test, obviously. Some people are going through, their house burned down yesterday. Some people got raped yesterday. Do you understand? Some people lost their legs in a car accident yesterday. There's all kinds of tests. Big ones, small ones, medium, tall ones. You're not the only one being tested every fucking day. Okay? Small tests or big tests. They happen every day. So I'm doing my 47 minutes. Okay, it shuts off. I have to laugh. I look insane. There's now other people at the gym. And I look insane. But, okay. Get my stuff. Head out on the streets. Now, I didn't want to have to walk on the streets or on the beach because it's very hot right now. It's around 11 o'clock. So, it's hot. It's hot as fuck. The temperature is like 88, feels like 1,008. So, I hit the streets. Everything's going to be okay. But you know what? I gave up. I failed the test. I'm here at home shooting a video. I got so hungry. I couldn't do it. It was too hot. I was too tired. And the crazy part is that you almost believed me for a second. Because if you fucking think for 1 second, boo-boo, the devil, he gonna get me! Gotta pass the test, baby. Gotta pass the test. You know what I did? I walked a little bit. It was very hot. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go upstairs. Guess what I did? Went on my rebounder. You can walk in place, boo. There are absolutely no fucking excuses anymore. There are no excuses. And if you make an excuse, you never, ever gonna get a result. Ever. Now, when you're picking out a watermelon, it needs to sound like your stomach. Hit your stomach and pick out your watermelon. Now, my friend went with me to the wholesaler. She said all the watermelons she bought were bad. So I'm hoping and praying this is not the case for me, but hey, it's a test day, so I wouldn't be surprised now. That's good. This looks a little weird, but this tastes amazing. Okay. So we got a good watermelon. I'm happy about that. And a few more things I wanted to tell you. One, you're going to go through tests. Big ones and small ones. Okay? Now, that's going to be on a daily basis. I'm sorry to tell you, for the rest of your life. Some of the tests are going to be so small you don't even notice them. Some of them are going to be so big you think they're the end of the world. Okay? When you start to pass the tests, your life gets easier. That's when you start losing the weight. I have some clients, don't take this personal if you're that client, but this is the fucking facts. I have some clients, some fruity cuties that come to me, that join my course and work with me for 2 weeks, 14 days, and they want to give up because they said they're not changing. Their bodies are not changing. They're not losing weight. They still have cravings. It's been motherfucking 2 weeks. Are you out of your fucking mind? It did not take you 2 weeks to put that 100 pounds on. It is not going to take you 2 weeks to take it off. And you know what you really need to do? You need to throw out that motherfucking scale. You need to throw out the scale. Because I tell you this right now, the scale is sent straight from the devil himself. Yeah, the scale is unmotivating. It is, I think the word is demotivating. The scale is evil. The scale is a liar. And the scale is actually going to ruin your progress, because what the scale isn't telling you is that that's water, that's muscle, okay? That's poop that is actually circulating into your colon to be released. You have to understand, the scale is a lie. All I care about is how your clothes are feeling, how your stomach is looking, how your body is feeling, how your body is looking. Don't tell me that you're gaining weight. How the fuck do you know that you're gaining weight and not water? How the fuck do you know that your cells are not finally being hydrated now? Okay? Get out of my fucking face complaining about you don't see any results in 14 days. Have you been giving it your all? That's another thing. Have you been 100% raw for 14 days? Because if you have, you probably would have seen some results. You can lie to me. And you can lie to other people. But unfortunately, you cannot lie to yourself. And if you do lie to yourself, you're going to hate yourself. And you're going to be in a cycle of starving and binging, punishing yourself for the rest of your life. Some people, they envy people with like anorexia or bulimia. Some people envy those people. Some people wish that they could just not eat. They wish they could do these juice cleanses like these YouTubers that are so skinny and they look so perfect and they have a flat stomach 24/7. Well, guess what? Those people that starve themselves, that do the cleanses, that are constantly fasting, constantly doing watermelon fasts and juice fasts and never eating, they don't want to be here. They're trying to die. Do you know that people with eating disorders are slowly dying because they hate their lives and themselves, and they don't feel good enough and they want to disappear, and they'll do whatever it takes to try and disappear and try and die? I know this because I have friends with eating disorders. I have people that I've known in my life that have anorexia, okay? And they wish that they could commit suicide, but they cannot. Oh, great. Now I said the word. Now YouTube's going to block and demonetize my video. But they are too scared to pull the trigger, so they try to die by starving. Is that the life you fucking want? Don't ever envy somebody with an eating disorder, boo. Everybody doing a juice cleanse, eating disorder. Do not envy them. They're not getting what they want. They are miserable. They are depressed. They are crying. They are drinking. They are smoking. They are abusing substances. They are miserable. And yet they are not a victim. They are not a victim, because you can absolutely heal from an eating disorder. You can. I had a binge eating disorder. So I was trying to kill myself by eating as much as I could to hopefully die. Okay? I was taking, oh my God, so many pills, pain relievers, because my back was killing me, my knee was killing me. So I would take up to 10 Aleve a day, and I was eating up to 20,000 calories a day. So it was the opposite of anorexia. I was trying to eat myself to death. I was hoping and praying that I would just die in my sleep because I was so depressed and I was so sad and I was so scared of my life, of continuing living my life, because it was hard. It was really hard. Okay? So I need you to understand, there's no way out but through. You're going to have to pass the test. You're going to have to eat an abundance of fruit. You cannot limit your fruit. You cannot starve yourself into a body that you think you want. You cannot, because also all those people that have the body you think you want, they are fucking miserable. Do not envy anyone. Look at people that envied Cassie. Look at the Diddy trial right now. Look at the people that envied Cassie. And by the way, she's not a victim either. Yeah, he's a monster. He should be in jail. But guess what? She could have left. She had a family. She could have moved back in with her family. She could have left. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but yeah, Diddy should be in jail, of course. But I don't believe in victimhood. I don't believe in victims. She could have left. I know coercion. I know trauma bonding. I fucking know. I know what it's like to be with a narcissist. I know. I could have left. She could have left. There was no gun to her head at 24/7. She was not tied up in a basement. We saw her in interviews. We saw her on the street. She could have fucking left. She could have called the police. She could have had her mom call the police. She could have had her brother, her dad. She could have had an assistant call. She could have called the police. She could have left. She could have been on the streets, homeless. Yes, it sucks. Instead of living in a mansion. You are not a victim. You are not a victim. Victims get victimized. If you think you're a victim, you will get what victims get, which is nothing, which is misery, which is pain, which is victimized. You are a creator, boo. So do me a fucking favor. You're watching this video for a reason. For a reason. Get yourself some fucking fruit and move your motherfucking body. Because if you think you have an excuse, somebody else has a better one, and they're still doing the damn thing. I love you, boo, and I'll see you in the next fucking episode. Bye.